Hello guys, welcome back to Beyond the Realms, and we've got a very special video here. I don't know if you guys saw it a couple months ago. We did a little round table, and of course we have Krazy here again. Been shooting quite a bit of stuff this weekend. And then on the phone here, which we still haven't advanced to doing this on Skype or anything yet. We're still doing this, the underground old school way, on a conference call, as it's called here on the iPhone. We have Headbanger and Headbanger AKA Tom and David AKA ZOMIFUD2. So welcome, guys.
Good evening, Chars.
Yeah, Chars.
Chars.
Exactly.
Chars.
So you guys drinking anything tonight?
Elderberry.
Oh yeah.
What kind of has a blueberry flavor to it, which I love.
Oh man.
Too. Not bad.
That sounds good.
We're drinking good tried and true PBR out of a can.
Yeah, old school.
Right.
we bought a 30 pack.
Yeah.
So which means I'll probably be up pissing all night.
You're having a PBR blues in the morning.
Oh man, yeah, gut rot all the way.
It's better than Natty Light Rot.
So yeah, to everybody watching this video, we're pretty much going to just do an open format like we did before, and hopefully we'll have some interesting conversation. But we all like to just get together and talk and just figure why the hell not just do it and film it. Why
Good
not?
friends,
It's
good
fun.
combos.
Exactly. We can't. We all live all different parts of the country and all around, so. This is our way of hanging out and making a video where it's just easy.
Yeah.
Just get together Saturday
and discussing
night.
things.
So so you want to talk about documentaries first?
Yeah, well, I mean, like, that's been on my mind lately. Watching Netflix has so many good things, and I'm a big documentary fan in general. And like, the genre is probably one of my favorites of filmmaking.
Yeah.
Just because it's so knowledgeable. I mean, what you can learn, and
Just do anything with it, man.
There are a lot of documentaries out there, tons. So,
Yeah.
I mean, like, and I mean, so many to choose from. So, I mean, you guys have any favorite documentaries you have or anything?
Dave, you want to go ahead first? Well, like you and Jay, I'm a huge documentary fan. I love them. I haven't, honestly, in the past probably 6 months or so, I haven't really seen too many. The last one I would say I saw was Krazy, which is about a serial killer in Staten Island.
Man, how was it? Is that pretty good? Because I actually have a screener of that, and I've been meaning to watch it, but never have watched it. I've heard a lot of people talk about it. Did you care for it?
Yeah, I wanted to see that too. Yeah, I dug it. It kind of shouldn't even really be called Krazy. The reason is of the legend in that area, the whole Staten Island. Actually, all through apparently. All through New York is the legend of Krazy, which is, I guess it's kind of where we got the burning. It's from this legend. It's from a guy that will come and kill you, kill kids. And it was a child murderer. And so most of the movie is actually about the guy that is tried for the murder. But the reason it's called Krazy is because of the legend.
Wow.
They just happened to name the guy Krazy, which is not his real name, but I like it.
Yeah, I have it in there, man. I need to check it out because it's funny you mentioned the burning because that's the first thing when I heard it. I'm like, damn, is this like about the burning? That's what I thought right
Me
away.
too.
You hear Krazy, that's immediately what you think when you're like us.
Yeah, I thought it was about the movie.
Yeah. So what about you, Tom? What's some of them you've been checking out, or do you have any particular favorite ones?
Yeah, I love documentaries. But also why I like mockumentaries, because I like documentaries so much.
Oh, Spinal Tap.
Yeah.
Love that style, and I don't know, there's definitely a lot of ones I wanted to see recently that I just haven't yet. Like I think there was a Nightmare on Elm Street one.
Oh man,
I forget what that's called.
That's so great, man.
Yeah, I haven't seen that yet. I know there was one, I believe, recently about the Mothman.
Oh,
really?
yeah.
Wow, I haven't heard of that one.
Yeah, I wanted to see that one. Probably one of my favorites, at least that I've seen. You know, within the last couple of years. I think Jay would probably like this one we've seen. It's called Until the Light Takes Us, and it's probably the best documentary I've seen on the whole black metal Norwegian movement.
Ooh.
Wow.
Oh, that's interesting.
So,
no, I haven't heard
that.
that.
About that subject matter, but it's probably one of the better ones I've seen. It's pretty artsy, and it, you know, it's kind of more informative. Some of the other ones talk to Barg from Burzum, and you know that whole crazy Norwegian black metal scene. Really enjoyed that one.
Oh, I'll have to check that out. I've never heard of that. Thanks, man.
Yeah.
I love black metal.
One was on Netflix, so.
Oh. I just saw one actually called The God Who Wasn't There, and this is completely different.
I wanted to see that.
That I just watched that like a few days ago, and it's about this like this guy who was a hardcore Christian and stuff, went to this really Christian school and stuff, and like he totally like, you know, when he got older he like, I guess, shunned that completely, and it's all about his quest and like the hypocrisy of organized religion and stuff. It was awesome.
Wow.
I think that's in my queue. Is that on Netflix?
Yeah, I definitely recommend checking it out.
It's on Netflix?
Yeah, it's on
Cool.
Netflix.
Yeah, man, Netflix has so many fucking documentaries, man.
Oh.
It's amazing. Like, there's a lot of good ones on there. You know, and it's funny, you bring up the religion thing. There's one that I've really been wanting to see. I've wanted to see it ever since it came out, but I never have, and it's on Netflix, so I need to get off my ass and watch it, is the Bill Maher Religious.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a great one.
Man, yeah, I've always heard it is, and you know, I don't really have a love it or hate it opinion on Bill Maher. I'm kind of neutral on him, but just that subject matter and just the trailer of it, it looks like it would be really awesome. I really need to check it out.
It's funny you brought that one up. That's definitely one of the best ones of the last few years.
Yeah, I need to see it, man. I'm going to have to get on that soon and probably review it. But yeah, you know, yeah, I'm sure it is, man. I'm sure I'd really dig it too. But yeah, I'm the same way. I really like documentaries. I haven't watched a whole lot of them recently. Like the last one I watched was the one that me and Jay watched when we watched about Jim Jones.
Oh, yeah,
that one
Jonestown.
we reviewed.
Yeah, that was
Mini
awesome.
Wasteland Week. That's the last one that I watched. I haven't watched many lately. But there's one that that me and Jay was talking about and wanted to get your guys' opinion on and see what you thought about it if you've seen it. What do you guys think of the Metallica, Some Kind of Monster documentary? Have you guys checked it out?
We got a while here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man, we're open because I could split this into multiple parts so we can go for however long or however short, however it goes. But yeah, man, it's pretty. I'm actually really surprised that they put that out myself.
Mm-hmm.
Now that you bring that up, I think it's got to be considered the greatest documentary of all time. And I'm not being like, you know, facetious. I'm just like, seriously. Whether you like Metallica or not, it's so entertaining.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And like, regardless of your feelings of them, I mean, that's just great to watch that.
Yeah, it really is.
Paradise Lost, it did Some Kind of Monster did the Paradise Lost series, which is
exactly. Yeah.
Oh yeah, and I love Paradise Lost.
Yeah, those guys are fantastic. I love all of their stuff. If you haven't seen Brothers Keeper, they did a documentary called Brothers Keeper about three brothers in upstate New York. It's a murder trial, not a murder trial, but completely amazing. You guys check it out.
Wow, no, I haven't seen
That was their first one.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The cool thing about documentaries is as long as you're, going into it, obviously interested in the subject matter, you're most likely not going to be disappointed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Some are executed better than others, but as long as it's at all informative, you're going to enjoy it as long as you're going into it, interested in that subject matter as opposed to just a film that, who knows how it could end up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, there's one that I can't remember the name of it, but There's one on Netflix that I watched one time that's about, I know we're all beer fans here, it's all about microbrews. I can't think of the name of it, but it's a very cool documentary, and it goes around and talks all kinds of different microbreweries. And the one guy, it was a well-known, he actually expanded out and like did it too much to where he I'm trying to think here how it went. This is just recently, like he expanded out to all these different states, and then he ended up being overwhelmed, so he had to draw back. I can't remember. It was a well-known one. It was the Hunter S. Thompson one, microbrew. What the hell is it?
I know.
Is it Flying Dog?
Flying Dog?
Yeah, that's
Flying
it.
Dog?
Yeah, they show his microbrew on there, and there's like a couple other ones. I'll have to research the name and find it out, but yeah, I would recommend that one to you guys because it's just really cool, man. And then one of them that they show on there, he's a former NFL player. Like he took, a lot of the money he made from that, and like he's made a very well-known and respected microbrewery.
Oh,
so
that's cool.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
Have you seen the one? I think it's called The Wonderful Whites of West Virginia.
Oh yeah,
yeah, that's hilarious.
Yeah,
that's got to be one of the funniest ones.
Man,
I was about an hour away from those guys.
Oh,
really? Wow.
Yeah, I've seen Jessica. Jessica's when I worked at that's awesome. Mall. He was in the mall. Yeah, they're infamous around here. Yeah. That's that comes across as a mockumentary, but it's actually like their lives are serious,
Yeah,
the Dancing Outlaw, which was the first of that series.
Yeah,
I didn't see that one. Oh my goodness, I'll just send it to you guys. I have it. It's not available. It's only available. Well, no, you can get it on DVD from the director's website. I can't remember what the guy's name is.
wow.
But I have copies of it. I can send it to you. I would like that. Dancing Outlaw 1 and 2 and outtakes is completely hilarious.
Damn.
Oh.
Totally.
I like Hank Williams' threes on that too. That's awesome.
Yeah. He's sitting there playing acoustic guitar, or just sitting there just dancing and shit at the table and stuff. Yeah, that movie.
You mentioned Mothman a minute ago. I was like an hour and a half away from Point Pleasant.
Oh,
really?
I always want to go there.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, I've been to they have a huge Mothman statue in the tent. It's like made of complete aluminum. That's awesome. Yeah, it's crazy. And then the Low Hotel is right downtown, and it's supposedly haunted. So, has a whole haunted, mythical kind of vibe to it. There's all kinds of stories about Point Pleasant.
I want to go to Point Pleasant so bad.
Man, that's really
I read
cool.
the book. The book is awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. A lot of cool stuff to see.
Oh, I bet.
I love stuff like that too.
Yeah. So, I guess that's it for documentaries. You want to take a shot, Krazy? You ready for it? We're going to take a shot of Crown. We got a shot of Crown poured out here in our Massacre Video shot glasses.
Cheap plug.
So,
Chars
to us and to you guys.
Chars.
Good stuff. Which, speaking of Massacre Video, did you guys see that new VHS release that they just announced yesterday?
Replicator?
Yeah. I've never even heard of that one. Have you guys know that one?
I have no desire to buy that.
Yeah, I have no idea.
I've never even heard of that.
Yeah, I haven't either.
Replicator.
Yeah.
The Abomination.
Yeah. Complete trash film then, huh?
It looks pretty bad to me.
Yeah, I haven't. I'd like to check out a trailer or something at least for it. But yeah, because when I first saw like he showed like a side picture of it, I was thinking that movie you just talked about, Tom, the alligator movie. Is that what it was?
Right.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was at first, and then it's like,
what the
hell? Tonight when we went and were getting stuff to fire up on the grill, we were looking around our local marsh here, little grocery store, and I found a movie that I have been looking for literally 10 years at a grocery store. I don't know if you guys have heard of it or not. It's Viggo Mortensen's first film called The Reflecting Skin.
Oh, it's a great movie.
Dude, I love this, man. Like, I had a friend.
Fantastic film.
Man, it really is. Like, there was a friend I grew up with that brought this over to my place like 10 years ago on VHS. And I've only seen it that one time, man. But it's like one of those movies that just stuck with me. Like, I remember it very vividly. You know, it's just one of those types. And this just I just found out this just got released on DVD like December of last year. And it's Echo Bridge, too, which is basically a bootleg company.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And we got it. I found it for $5, man.
I blind bought it just because he said it was so good, and I assumed, and our other friend said it was good, and I trust his opinion too. And it was like, you know, I'm looking forward to watching it.
Yeah, they had 2 copies. We were looking around. They had like several of those 8-packs, but it was like the really shitty one. I just barely glanced, and I looked up. I was like, holy shit, they have The Reflecting Skin. Oh my god, because I knew it was out, but I just hadn't picked it up. And it's like, you know, at a grocery store for $5. Like, what's the chances of that?
It's so random.
Yeah.
I can't wait to watch it.
There's a lot of weird shit in that. Like I was explaining to Jay, it's basically just like a mind fuck type film. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of just what the hell moments in it.
And David Lynch style, and I like David Lynch.
Yeah, and you know, I'm not a big David Lynch fan, but this film I love. But it definitely does have that David Lynch style to it. But this one, for some reason, I really enjoyed it. I can't wait to watch it again. I heard the transfer is like really shitty, but oh well. I'm just glad to have it.
That's cool.
Yeah, I have it. It's pretty. It doesn't look that great, but
yeah,
definitely a movie that deserves like a really good release. You know, I'm surprised that it hasn't.
Yeah. Oh, you have this?
Nothing new.
You have it on DVD, Tom?
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Great imagery in that film. Real cool vibe.
Yeah, man, it really does. I'm anxious.
I'm dying to watch it
because it's been so long since I've watched it, and it's a rare film that stuck with me that much, man. Like I just really have thought about it a lot.
To have an impact like that,
yeah,
just one
time.
Jeez.
Because usually I watch films several times. You know, I watch films over and over. You know, but this one just seeing it that once, it's like I've always wanted it, and now it's finally on DVD and I found it.
That's that type of film, though. You know, it's definitely has an impact on you.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of really cool imagery in it, and just striking images that stick with you. I'm sure I'll probably.
Is it shot well too and stuff?
Yeah, I thought so. I just think it's
all
excellent.
around awesome.
Yeah, and I mean you can tell right away with that being Viggo Mortensen's first film that
I like Viggo Mortensen.
Yeah, he's definitely very talented. I mean you can see it right off the bat in this film. So yeah, I guess you guys want to talk about maybe do something like. Favorite subgenre of horror?
Yeah. Yeah, you guys can.
Of course.
Yeah.
Because, man, there's so much. And it's constantly growing.
Oh, yeah, and evolving, too.
Yeah.
Changing.
So, who wants to start this off? Jay's pointing to the phone, and you guys are go.
Let's go counterclockwise, however you guys do.
Okay. Yeah, let's sit here and think this out. Okay, now we're going to go north, south, for for
west,
the start.
east?
Yeah, for the start.
Southeast.
Okay, I'll start it. I don't give a shit.
Or are we going to paper, rock, scissors?
Yeah.
My rock beats your phone.
There's actually a phone app for that, I think.
What?
Oh, shit. There's a phone app for about everything.
There's an app for everything.
Yeah. It really
You
is.
go.
Yeah.
I was out partying and that came up.
What?
Yeah, I was kind of mad. Let's not play it for real, we'll just play it on our... Yeah, exactly. It's like, that's why I hate technology.
Yeah. I love it.
Straw.
Yeah.
It's like CGI paper rock.
It is. Yeah, that is kind of like, what?
Do it for real.
Yeah. Yeah.
Give me a break.
Well, I guess I'll go ahead and start it here. Why not? Well, mine is, without a doubt, and it always has been, zombie films. I mean, I know the zombie genre. It's it's very overblown at the moment and very. And it's kind of surprising, man, because once it came back, I thought it would die out. But it just seems like it just keeps going, man. I mean, like on the strength of the Walking Dead comic and then now the show, and it just, I don't know, man. It really surprised me, but like that's always been like my favorite. And my whole thing was, I just love the apocalyptic nature of the films. I mean, now it's just, but that's the thing, it's just so overdone right now at the moment because anybody can make a zombie film. It's like the easiest film to just pick up even an iPhone and make a damn movie of. But I don't know, man. I really love the zombie genre. I can't get enough of it myself. I just really enjoy
zombie movies are awesome in general, and the genre, the social commentary is amazing and stuff.
Yeah, but I mean, it also kind of gets to a point where it's like, okay, there's really not. It's hard to do something original in it because it's always, people on the run or people get trapped up or
it is that's
something like that. But I still, man, I don't know. There's just something about them, man.
But to me, the Walking Dead's popularity, I think that's a testament. And I've always said this to the horror genre, like, and how powerful it is, even though people may not want to admit it because the horror genre is like taboo and I hate that vibe anyway because I love the horror genre and always have, and I think that's bull, but I love zombies too, but that's not my favorite. But still, I love anything that pushes horror and progresses it. I love that, and I love the fact that The Walking Dead does that. I don't care what anybody says about that.
It's kind of been like it's been a while since there's been something mainstream that's really grabbed people, and I think that's important for the genre to thrive at the same time.
Yeah,
like I do. I feel that way because it spawns a lot more stuff.
But people are afraid to also admit that they like it, and that's ridiculous. I mean, to me at least, it seems like some are.
Yeah, I think the best reason is what you're just saying with how Walking Dead can open doors. I think as your personal experience, I think not so that some middle-aged housewife can suddenly get into zombies, but I think more so the youth that can open that up for them. Like my daughter, little Headbanger, She was into zombies anyway because obviously she grows up in a horror household, but Walking Dead is definitely opening an even wider door for her just getting into the comic and, making her passion for zombies grow even more. So I think there's nothing else more for the youth if it takes a mainstream series to open doors for young horror fans to kind of bridge out, and go back and watch Romero films because of The Walking Dead,
Exactly.
That's a great thing too.
Yeah. Yeah, I that's what I think too, man. I totally agree with that.
Definitely.
But yeah, I don't know, man. I just always really love the zombie films, and my personal favorite has been for many years Day of the Dead, just because to me, if you take the world in that situation where that's supposed to be, several years into the apocalypse, and that's the most realistic depiction to me, man. I know there for a while that movie really got panned because people said there was no likable characters in it. I'm kind of surprised how much that movie's come to be loved now because, it used to be like, oh man, Day of the Dead, but I always loved how nobody got along in the movie and there's no likable characters because, shit, man, if you think you're the last people alive, who in the hell is going to be happy and getting along?
And who cares?
Yeah.
Well, there was one likable character, that was Bob.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
And he's a zombie.
Yeah.
That just shows, I think that film shows how, particularly Romero's early films, how ahead of their time they were,
Exactly.
The film is so relevant, the film is so relevant today, Yeah.
And that soundtrack to that movie too, man, man, John Harrison's score on that just blows me away, man. I just love it because it totally has an 80s vibe to it.
It's electronic,
but it's so man, it's just
it has character.
It does. It definitely has character. It's still it's just dark, man, and but still at the same time a lot of melody in it and just
it flows well.
It really it fits it so well, but it's just so unique too, man. There's just nothing really like that score, I don't think, man.
Yeah, I agree.
So Anybody else want to mention anything about zombies, or are we going to something else, or what do you think?
I think every horror fan loves the zombie subgenre,
Yeah.
How can you not?
At least love it,
Well, Tom, I know you really like the Return of the Living Dead, right?
Oh, yes.
Who doesn't? I mean, I know.
Dan O'Bannon, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that movie.
Definitely in my top 5.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. David, you have any particular zombie movies, or you like zombie movies?
Oh, lovely. Yeah, they're classic.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, gosh, favorite zombie movie, jeez.
I'll just go.
Tough. Honestly, the Romero trilogy,
Yeah.
all three, are fantastic. But going back to documentaries, the More Brains documentary. Oh, fantastic. Yeah.
Man, I still haven't seen that yet.
Kind of ridiculous. None of us brought that one.
Yeah.
Amazing. I want to apologize for that.
I need to pick that up. Like, how long is it? Isn't that like close to 2 hours long, too?
Yeah, it's pretty comprehensive.
Oh, man.
And
Yeah.
then there's extra interviews and all that. And it's something like I know so much already about that film because I love it so much, but I still learned a lot after watching that. Stuff that I didn't know, so that's a sign of a great documentary where you're still learning stuff.
That always makes it great, man. I really want to pick that up, and also that book that they have out on that.
What is it?
Yeah.
They talk about the More Brains documentary.
Oh, I haven't heard about that.
It's Return of the Living Dead documentary.
Oh, whoa!
All about that. Like 2 hours
That's
long.
awesome.
Yeah.
Haven't even heard about that.
Anyone out there watching has a Region 2 Blu-ray player, which I unfortunately don't yet, but I will be getting that. They just released Return of the Living Dead Steelbook Blu-ray, and it comes with a booklet, and it also comes with that documentary on it.
Oh, man.
And it's like super cheap. I got it for like $18.
Oh.
Now, is that a Region 2 release?
Yeah, it is. So you're that Region 3 Blu-ray.
Yeah.
I mean,
Wow.
awesome release.
Yeah, some of these Blu-ray players, man, you can actually do like the little cheat codes like you can for like all DVD players, but a lot of them doesn't, man. Like I've checked mine, and mine won't. Mine are like locked down. Like I could do them, but it's like taking it apart and taking a chip out, putting a new. It's like, man, you know what? No, I'm not going to screw up my Blu-ray
You don't want to
player.
mess it up.
I don't want to go that route. I'll just spend the extra money and buy one that's legit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bombay Electronics. You can get some decently cheap priced ones on there.
Really? Right on, man.
Oh.
Yeah, they've already modified them, and they guarantee for a year. You get warranties and all that stuff. So,
what do they run for on there? Like, what's their prices?
I think the cheapest I've seen is about $150, but it plays anything, literally anything you can put in it.
That's awesome, man.
That's a good deal.
Look at that website under the video chaser.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that it's Bombay Electronics. I want to Google it before you put it.
Yeah, I got the old iPad out here. I'm going to see if I can find it on here. Yeah, man, that's actually not a bad deal, though. I mean, shit. I mean, if it'll play anything, especially.
Yeah, it plays anything. There are a couple on there you got to check, though. There are a couple that do not upconvert to 60 hertz. Yeah. There are a couple that don't do that. They have a bunch that do. So they'll upconvert, so you don't have to get a different kind of TV. And you can watch all the features from, let's say Arrow, where they're 50 hertz.
Right on. Bombay. Yeah, I definitely need to get one, man, because I haven't actually bought any any region locked Blu-rays yet for that reason. And all the Blu-rays I bought's either been Region 1 or or whatever that region A or all regions.
Yeah.
But man, there's so many I want to get though. You know.
Yeah, I already have a stack of region 2 and 3 Blu-rays that I need to go. What do you guys think about Arrow? Their new change. They're not doing very many the old school window box that we're used to with the Blu-ray. Right.
Yeah.
Doing that all the time. What do you guys think about that? And a lot of their stuff's going to be region B locked.
Yeah, I hate that, but I heard, like, isn't it something to do with, like, licensing issues or something?
Yeah, Demons, I know, is licensing issues, and a lot of the stuff they have in the future is licensing issues, but, like, what's going on with the limited editions? They're changing what they used to have as, just a regular Arrow Blu-ray or DVD. To a limited, and they're doing something now. It's called Arrow Unlimited, which is like a clear case and maybe one cover option, but that's about it.
Oh,
yeah, it's not as cool, obviously. No.
That's so limited.
Yeah.
It sucks they're like making it like that.
Yeah, I just don't.
Limited on certain ones now. They're not doing it for every release. Just certain ones, whichever they want to deem. Whichever they deem, proper for a limited release. Right. Who knows what will...
I'm kind of surprised that they haven't done, like, a U.S. branch of their company, man, because, I mean, they've got to know about the convention circuit here, and people, we know about Arrow, but there's still a lot of people that doesn't even know about Arrow, unless you really are into collecting this stuff. But, man, if they would do, like, a U.S. branch of this and set it up at conventions, man, they would sell the shit out of those, man.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, especially, like, the way they at least have done their editions before. I don't know, man. I just never understood why they didn't try to branch out and do an American version of that.
Yeah,
or something.
because Criterion's so big.
Yeah.
See? But still, even then, they'd make money if they didn't make a U.S. branch. That's guaranteed.
I really think that fire, I really think that really, put them behind. From the riot. Yeah, all this stuff. Them announcing they're not going to do, window box Blu-rays anymore, and they're only going to do certain things. But it all happened after that fire. I think they really lost a lot of money.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Because they were doing something that was really cool for collectors. Nobody else was doing it at the time. I mean,
exactly.
Now they have to change their ways just because, they lost the majority of their warehouse stock.
Oh,
yeah.
That's such a shame.
Obviously a lot. Yeah.
I have this...
I had ordered something right around the time that it happened, and they whoever was ahead of it, emailed me and said, all we have right now is what we have in our offices, and, because all their warehouse stock had been, ravaged and everything in the fire, so...
Yeah, and I think
affected them.
There was kind of like a mad dash, too, on, like, Amazon UK, because I noticed, like, some of the titles sold out pretty quick after that, too.
So rare.
Like the Dawn of the Dead, I remember that selling out, but they got it back quick somehow. I don't know, but I know there was a few titles that sold out like right after that because they were saying, basically what's out there is what we have is what it is right now.
That's a shame.
Yeah, very unfortunate, man. But yeah, hopefully they remain a good, strong company. But who knows, man? I mean, all of them. I mean, just think back to Anchor Bay, how Anchor Bay used to be, and how they are now. It's like they're
two different companies.
Yeah,
I love Anchor Bay.
But I have this Bombay Electronics website pulled up here, and they have a 3D Blu-ray player, multi-region, Blu-ray, DVD, 3D for $139.
Wow.
So yeah, really good deal. And then there's another one. It's called Orei, O-R-E-I, Orei, and then there's another one for $159, $165. So, yeah, I mean, for $139, you have an all-region player off this Bombay Electronics website. Yeah, I bookmarked it. Hell, this might be the place to get one. Then, thanks for that, Dave.
That's awesome.
Put that link under the list.
Right on, man. Yeah.
Right there.
Yep, right there. Yeah. Yeah, I know a lot of people watching this will be into that.